How soon is too soon to move on?
From
Let's go with a relationship.
what, like boyfriend girlfriend relationship or friendship relationship?
You move on whenever you want to.
Yeah.
Whenever you want to move on, you move on. Whenever it feels right, it feels right.
Can I say, when some people might break up, for instance, in an intimate relationship, they might have moved on already before that breakup. In the same way, you could physically break up, but your mind can still be there.
Yep.
100%.
But I think, me personally, as soon as possible.
When it's time, it's time.
I'm telling you now.
When it's time, it's time.
If there's a friendship that doesn't serve you,
Let go.
like that, because it's a choice.
Let it go.
Delete.
Because to me, is it anchoring me to something that's holding me back?
You are now facing distinction.
No. Because to me, I think, in terms of my heart and where I operate from, if you don't want me in your life, then that's on you. I don't beg to be in no one's life, if I'm honest, because I think it is what it is, isn't it? I've always flowed independently anyway, between different realms and different people and stuff like that. So it's not really, I always knew I was by myself, but I love the experience of being with other people. It's great. But when someone doesn't want to be with you or doesn't want to be around you, that's on you, it's not me. So, but yeah.
So I see a post the other day, right?
Go on.
And it tickled me actually. So this girl had said her friend was in a relationship and she had messaged her or whatever else, and she goes, and there she was going to check on her friend a few days after their breakup, and she's like, the girl sending her pictures on holiday with some next guy, and she's just like, what? She's like, that was within the space of a couple of weeks. So she was like, okay, well, go get it, I guess. But you could see in the response that the friend was shocked, like, wow, you literally just broke up with the guy. You're now on holiday, showing pictures. And the friend was like, listen, I'm not waiting around for someone to basically treat me the way that someone is willing to do right now. So she's like, why am I sitting here waiting for that when it's here now? And the thing is, like, it tickled me at first, and I thought, you know what? I think the problem is time. And when I say time, is that we focus too much on it. Yeah. Because, at first you could say, yeah, why have you rushed into it? You've rushed into it, you haven't thought about it. As long as you, as an individual, have had the time you require to either heal or do what you need to do, that's when it's all right. It's not a measurement of you need a month, because one person could heal in days because, as you said, mentally they were out of it from a long time, but physically they were still in it. Whereas somebody else who might have done it the other way around, they might need at least a year, 2 years to be by themselves.
I think you're right. I mean, I think there's something in there about processing. So what is your process after you've gone through a process? What is your process in terms of reflection, in terms of what have I learned from that? So that, for some people, most people, requires a bit of time. Me personally, I wouldn't want to be with someone for a little while because I won't trust
Say that again?
You don't want to be with someone for a little while?
Yeah, my mind will be there, but I'm not trying to. If I was in a relationship with someone, I'm not trying to be putting myself in another position where I've got to start again, if that makes sense. So
straight away, yeah.
In my mind, I've got to go, okay, was there something about me that I need to work on? Because remember, everything happening outside of you is a mirror of what you're allowing within you, if that makes sense. So if something's happening, it's you, so you've got to start saying, well, I don't want that again. So I'm not going to rush to put myself in a position where I probably might get that again. So what do I need to do about me so then I can start to understand, okay, this and this, okay, cool. Now I'm ready to try again, kind of thing. And I don't think that, for me, would be a quick process. But I think, as you said, society has a time limit on although there's not an agreed time limit, there is some sort of time limit.
Yeah.
So normally it's like a month or 2 or 3 before they start saying
6
like,
months,
well, you
yeah.
shouldn't really see, but guess what? If you're broken up, you're broken up. What the fuck?
But then on the flip, yeah, it's contradictory because then when someone says, "Oh, I'm taking time out to heal and to get to know myself," and then they go, "It's been 2 years now. Like, why are you still single? Like, what are you doing?" You're like, "Hold on." So 2 weeks is too short. 2 months is you should be back out there looking for it. And then 2 years is way too long to be single.
You know what
Like,
I find
come on.
interesting, yeah? What I find interesting with that is that this is how I feel, right? Personally. Well, I could be wrong, but I doubt it. A man needs a woman, and a woman needs a man. And you need to have someone that you've got somewhat of a tight relationship with that you're learning from, right? Because man is man, woman is woman, and they are supposed to be together. That's when you become complete or one, right? So when you're actually in a space of healing minus a half, you think that you're basically getting yourself right for whoever it is that you're gonna be with in that. But a lot of how we see it is flawed. So it's like, yes, you need to heal, but you also need to build.
It's true.
So as much as you need to be away, you need to be in the space where you can see. Huh?
That's it. You need to be in a space where it traumatized you.
No. So
in the right space.
You need to be in a space where you can receive without receiving. So it's like
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
you don't have to.
That there is a gem.
Listen. They're gonna hear me.
That's a gem.
They're gonna hear me.
That's the key right there.
Look,
it's that flowing energy.
You don't
without
have to
having to put nothing on no one, if that makes
right.
sense.
You don't have to be in a relationship to be in a relationship. I've got relationships. My woman is my woman. That's over there. But us three have a relationship. Do you get what I mean? And because I'm at a certain space, I'm in a certain space to receive whatever it is that you're offering. Doesn't mean that. So if there's a female that I'm cool with, which I won't be, I'm a woman. Let me make that clear, yo.
That includes me.
Let me make that clear, yo.
Yeah, just
But
I feel like this movie with
but now look though, even that's awareness.
Yeah.
Even that's awareness. For me, I know what a connection is and how easy it is to have a connection. It's easy. So when people say like, falling in love and all that fuckery, right? My thing is, you do that out of choice. We're big people now, right? You choose what space you're in with a person. It's a decision that you have to make. Ultimately, if you're around a person long enough and you take to them, right? Something can happen. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Because to me, loving someone is very much being invested in them, wanting to grow and not minding that they're growing with you. Like, you get what I mean? Like growth, just together. It's like I could be here, you could be here, we could be communicating, but we're still growing.
Yeah, individually, but together.
But we're growing. That's what I'm saying. It's the paradox. It's the paradox of every person that we come into a space with, we have a relationship with them.
Yep.
Doesn't mean that relationship, but it's a
Different
relationship.
types.
It's just a choice on whether you go that extra step. But at the same time, what I'm saying is, is that I feel like a lot of people use the "I'm gonna be over here" to heal.
Yeah.
What they're really saying is that I'm shit scared to
venture.
To possibly be in a space with someone.
Absolutely. I tell you now.
He's been dying to say that, you know.
No, absolutely.
Yes.
I tell you now. After if I was to come out of a space like that, especially the one I'm in now, motherfucker, I don't want to be.
You don't want to do that again. You don't want to do that again.
Do you know what?
I want to be.
Can I just say from
Listen, there's certain time in the space I'm like, yo, I need to be by myself right now.
But that's important though.
That's the paradox. That's my point. So you're in a space where you're with someone that you're growing with, that you're fully invested in, but you feel it. You feel it all. The uncomfortable parts, the comfortable parts, the awkward parts, you feel it all, and it's like, why am I feeling this? But it's a good thing that you are. But like, either way, you're gonna have to go through the process. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's that paradox.
You know what though? Don't ask me why, because you know what I'm like with my analogies, right? But all from you describe, all I'm imagining right now, all I'm imagining is a football team, on the pitch playing. Then you've got them man on the bench. So you see what you're saying, put yourself in a position. It doesn't mean you're going to play.
Right.
But you sitting on the sidelines,
right.
there's potential. The manager might call you up. If there's an injury, you might be the one to replace him. But it doesn't mean you are. But you being there, you saw the game, you saw how the play went, you've learned from it. So you say, you know what, if you do get called up and you got a choice and you don't like the way the game's going, you say, you know what, call him.
Them man, like, look,
I'm not on it. But if you're ready and you say, you know what, I'm going in with everything I've got, I'm going to get up, warm myself up, be ready and get on that pitch and play.
Them men on the bench are imperative because they get to see what the guys on the field can't.
Exactly, it's a different view.
But they're still a part of the game. They're still a part of the team. They're still getting paid. So as much as, they both are playing different positions, they're still playing their part, which is a part of that team. So,
but they're learning because if they're, like you said, if they can't see, if they're getting attacked a certain way and they can say they're not doing it, guess what? All right, so when I go on now, I have to play like this, and that's what you should be doing. So when you're stepping out of something new and you are healing, you can heal from a distance, but with a clear view of what's in front of you. So if someone was to come along, you can say, you know what, because I've, like you said, Jay, I've analysed myself, I've critiqued myself, I've taken accountability for the things that maybe went wrong on my end of things. So now if someone else totters around and they show me certain things, I should be able to see what's in front of me to some degree and say, can this work for me? Can it not? If you know from the office, I know, let it pass. But if you question, maybe it could, then let's get up, warm up and let's go.
So going back to the question, how long for you?
For me, do you know what? As I said, I think the problem is that the time thing, so I don't think there's an actual time. It's about how you feel. It's that feeling within yourself that you're not doing it for the wrong reasons. You're not rushing. And when I say rushing, that's if you're questioning if there's doubt or if you feel like somebody else's influence is making you make that decision. Once you can say, yes, I want to, yes, I'm happy to, and I'm ready for the ride of whatever comes with it, that's when it is.
I kind of feel like I haven't had a problem with leaving,
Say it straight out.
No, but the thing is, a lot of people don't have problems with leaving. The leaving isn't the problem, it's the getting into something new.
No,
but not even that.
That's not
It's
the question,
it's
though, is
the
it?
whole